Welcome to Pro Wrestling with Juice. This is Total Extreme Wrestling 2020, our road to glory. Today is episode 13. A lot of big things going on. Really excited to get into this. Some people have put in some amazing suggestions like, hey, how come you don't offer your champions written contracts? That way other companies can't just steal them out from under you. And honestly, I never thought about it. So I actually am going to try and do that. I'm going to offer written contracts to guys like Remy Sky in hopes that I get to keep them for a little bit longer without them being stolen. Now, with that though, I do sort of like the challenge of losing guys to the bigger companies. I do kind of enjoy having to come up with creative solutions to these problems. Once a guy is taken out from under you, it kind of forces you to come up with something creative you wouldn't have had before. So that is my thoughts on that. And so there is a chance that some guys I will still leave available to be cherry picked away. So yeah, with that, let's get into the episode. All right, so you can see here we lost Blackfriar. He is officially gone. But we did finish third out of 4 promotions in the Southwest Regional Battle. So that's pretty good. That's a good thing to see. Pablo Rodriguez he's just too rich for me. I can't afford $2,900 per show yet, but I hope I can get big enough to get him before he's lost all of his value. Because right now he's got declining skills. You can see his top end skills still good psychology, experience, respect, reputation, good on the mic. He may end up becoming a guy who is a manager. So I'm just keeping my eye on him. And I would really like to use him down the line. Back in the Simmons Center. Wonder how many people we're going to have for this show. Hopefully a lot. Incident with Jordan. All right. Well, he did some impressions, so good. Hustle, Muva, and Juice was brought before the wrestler's court accused of failing to pick up his share of the tab on the shared rental car. The judge, Juice, found him guilty and sentenced him to pay the full cost and reimburse his travel partners. Well, that's interesting considering we cover most people's traveling costs, but okay. Normal morale. All right, so small positive impact upon Muva. All right, cool. All right. Any absent workers? Atherton injured, LA Star out injured, but available for non-wrestling roles. So we have made LA Star number 1 on the commentary team for the next few shows. Let's look at the locker room controls. And I know someone said to pay more attention to the notes about their personalities, but, you know, we're just doing things quick and easy here. I know it says it down here on how to do it. So let's see. These 2 workers do not have an existing relationship. Diaz has the relaxed personality, while Ajax has professional. Positive meddling has an extremely high chance of failing to achieve anything. This is because of the people involved. Take into account their stats, personalities, relationships, etc. So then we don't want to do him. It's probably because he's relaxed. So what if I go with somebody like Gary the Entertainer? Extremely high chance of failing. Okay, what if we mix him with Unpredictable? They're all just extremely high chance. Whatever. We're just going to try it. I don't got time to be messing with this all night. But if you have some tips on what personality types to look for below that pair up well, let me know in the comments of this video. We're going to book the show now, though. So the pre-show kicks off in front of 184 people. So this is a really good attendance. In a pre-show bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling, Ajax, Ben Williams, Bob Casey, Chip Martin, and Fury defeated Juice, Purity of Purpose, and Extremely Fearless in 1424 when Ajax the Skull Splitter pinned Extreme Deluxe with a tree slam. 27 ratings, so pretty good. Ash Barnaby had a 39. Juice did a 37, so not too bad. In a pre-show bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling, Kira Lee and Air Raid Siren defeated Kate Slaughter and Mellow Flashheart in 1346 when Siren pinned Flashheart with a top rope leg drop. a 24 rating. Flashheart had a really bad 9. Slaughter and Siren had 24, and Kira Lee had a 27. All right, we then show a video package that is kind of showcasing the next 4 competitors. It's showing highlights of Cobra, Davis Wayne Newton, Jason Van Pelt, and Daredevil Arrow in their previous matches here and in other places. Jason Van Pelt has debuted his clean-cut gimmick, and it got an initial rating of poor. We cut to the match. In a decent pre-show match, Cobra and Davis Wayne Newton defeated Jason Van Pelt and Daredevil Arrow in 13:56 when Cobra submitted Arrow with a Viper Vice. A 33 rating. Arrow had a 27, Van Pelt 29, Davis Wayne Newton 35, and Cobra a 31. So pretty good. All right, so now the actual show opens up with Kurt Glory cutting a promo about how he is excited to defend his title tonight and he is ready for the next challenger. As he's saying this, Juice interrupts him, stands up from the announcer's table, gets a microphone, and enters the ring. Proceeds to tell Glory that the brand has somebody new that they would like to introduce to Kurt Glory. Out comes Bradford Peveril, who's sizing up Kurt Glory, threatening to punch him, all that good stuff. Kurt Glory invented a new catchphrase that will likely boost his ability on the microphone, as he now has a go-to line. That is awesome, by the way. That is awesome. Kurt Glory came out of this looking excellent. Peveril underperformed. Glory was superb, working without a script. He had the crowd in the palm of his hand. Juice was superb, working without a script. Also had the crowd in the palm of his hand. Peveril was very poor when trying to improvise dialogue. This angle got the crowd hotter. This angle got the show off to a strong start. I love that he has a new catchphrase. What should Kurt Glory's catchphrase be? Let me know in the comments below. By the way, a 52 rating is a strong, strong start. Love to see it. All right, and about the had good heat and decent wrestling. Kurt Glory defeated Bradford Peveril in 12:46 by pinfall. During the match, we also had Juice try and distract KG. Kurt Glory makes defense number 2 of the Road to Glory Iron Man X title. This got a 35 rating. Both guys had a 32. Peveril is getting better at his gimmick, and this match got the crowd hotter. I like that. 35 rating is not bad. All right, backstage we see the Chosen arriving, and as they walk by Remy Sky, they say, "Hey, good luck against Wicked Lester tonight. That guy's a maniac." Sky seemingly wants to get at them, but road agents are standing by, holding him back. This got a 61 rating, so another amazingly high score. Very good for our really tiny promotion. We cut to ringside for the next match. In a bout that had great heat and good wrestling, Swag defeated the Night Terrors in 11:42 when Hustle Mova pinned Moroi with a Hustler's Headbutt. It's got a 50 rating. Really good. Papa Swallow had a 38, Hustle Mova 49, Moroi 43, and Babao 46. So really good. And Moroi was off his game, so that's probably why I got only a 43. But still, great ratings. Very happy with that. After the match, Swag grabbed the microphones and they say, "We are back on top again. This is the start of something fresh. You ain't never seen Swag like this. Stay tuned." 43 rating. Muva improvised well throughout the segment. In a decent match, Foxy LaRue defeats Lucy Stone McFly in 13:48 by pinfall after using a foreign object. I'd imagine it was like some knuckles that she maybe had in her top. She pulled them out, sucker punched her, pinned her, things like that. Now, Joanna Silver was on the commentary booth for this match. This got a 36 rating with LaRue having a 43, Stone McFly a 23. After the match, Foxy LaRue continues to beat down Lucy Stone McFly when Joanna Silver rushes off of the announce table and into the ring, running LaRue off. This got a 43 rating, so pretty good. In a decent match, Xavier Reckless defeats the Honeyman and Decipher in 11:54 when Reckless pins the Honeyman with the Reckless Bomb. This got a 39 rating. Reckless had a 41, Honeyman 30, and Decipher a 34. Decipher is getting better at his gimmick. Then we cut backstage to Long Simmons, who is giving an interview. Long Simmons says later on he is going to win the 10-man Battle Royal to become the new #1 contender, where he will face either Wicked Lester or Remy Sky next month. This got a 56 rating. Long Simmons improvised well throughout the segment. In a good match, Rich and Famous defeated Phenomenal Fantastics and the Puerto Rican Boys in 11:32. They make defense number 2 of the Road to Glory World Tag Team titles. 51 rating. Had some decent ratings down here. Fantastic had a 28. Phenomenal 33. Idol 61. Jordan 55. Apollo 39. San Juan a 37. So very, very good ratings. Rich and Famous continue to just blow it out of the water with their ratings. All right, then Charlie Corner comes out from backstage, grabs a microphone in the ring, and he challenges Original Sinner to a match tonight. And he even will put his internet title on the line to get what he wants. This got a 38 rating, but Charlie Corner was poor when trying to improvise dialogue. So he did not do well in this one, like he normally does. Original Sinner comes out and accepts his challenge. In a bout that had a decent reaction from the crowd, but terrible wrestling, Charlie Corner defeats Original Sinner in 9:40. When Original Sinner intentionally got disqualified, he pushes the referee off of him as the referee's trying to break his hold in the corner. Original Sinner then slips out of the ring, grabs a chair, goes into the ring, jabs the chair into Charlie Corner's throat, and then proceeds to choke him. The referee immediately calls for the bell, and this match is over. Charlie Corner makes defense number 8 of his internet title, but Original Sinner looked really good. Looking dominant, you would almost say. This got a 20 rating. Corner had a 26. Sinner had a 14. Both guys were really off their game. Probably just looked like a really bad bout from the outside, to be honest. After the match, Sinner continues to beat Corner up, showing absolutely no mercy. This got a 26 rating. We then proceed to our next match. In a decent match, Joanna Silver and Sabrina Wells defeated Bizarro and Darkness Cat in 12:56 when Silver pinned Darkness Cat with a Timber Shiverer. 34 rating. Sabrina Wells had a 33, Silver 32, Cat 24, and Bizarro 30. It's okay. All right. Backstage, we see Gary the Entertainer with his puppet, and they're talking about how they are here to give the fans a show. Meanwhile, behind them, coming from the darkness, you see a large, towering, imposing figure who looks down on the back of Gary. Gary, feeling something is off, slowly turns around, looking up at the intimidating presence of Findlay O'Faraday. This got a 35 rating. We then, after a few moments, cut to the entrances as O'Faraday versus Gary is underway. In a poor match, Findlay O'Faraday defeated Gary the Entertainer in 11:21 by pinfall with an atomic spinebuster. This got a 25 rating. Gary had a 21, Findlay a 29. Gary the Entertainer seemed off of his game, but they have pretty good chemistry together. So with the 25 rating, though, I don't know if that's something I'm going to revisit anytime soon, but maybe. We'll see. Maybe as they get more popular. Backstage, we see Remy Sky leaning on a sink, looking in the mirror at his face, just talking to himself, saying positive affirmations. You're the champion for a reason. You are a fan magnet. You are loved by these fans. You are the best wrestler in Road to Glory. This got a 73 rating, so another really good rating by Remy Sky. And Remy Sky worked the crowd well, using the freedom to improvise to his advantage. We then cut to the 10-man Battle Royal for the #1 contender. In a decent match, Bull Wrecker won a Battle Royal in 1347. The other members of the Final Four were LA Star 2, Blue Dragon, and Stevie Grayson, with LA Star number 2 being the final elimination. Stevie Grayson got the most eliminations over the course of the match. This got a 36. Mutant benefited from having a hot new move. Calloway is getting better at his gimmick. Mark Smart was really off of his game. But Bull Wrecker is the new #1 contender. Afterwards, we cut to an epic entrance with strobing lights, lots of greens and blues, just going crazy throughout the crowd. And we pick up on Remy Sky coming through the crowd down to the ring. This got a 67 rating for his epic entrance. In a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling, Remy Sky defeated Wicked Lester in a cage match in 10:59 by pinfall with a skydiver. Remy Sky makes defense number 6 of the Road to Glory World title. It's got a 40 rating, which is not... I expected that. Remy Sky had a 48. Wicked Lester had a 27. Sky was really off of his game. Wicked Lester took a crazy bump during this match. This was a cage match, by the way. So in this match, I would say Remy Sky and Lester were probably up on the top when Remy Sky, probably sent Wicked Lester off the top of the cage and down into the ring, possibly breaking through the ring before Remy Sky climbed down and won. This match got the crowd buzzing, and Wicked Lester is getting better at his gimmick. But that is where that show ends. Got a 46 rating. The show increased our popularity in one region. So very happy with this. We're going to tell people that they are awesome. Tell Bull Wrecker that he is awesome. And let's see. I think we're going to go with Bradford. I just think I'm going to try and foster something there. But yeah, make the speech. Sky was very happy with my speech. Bull Wrecker was very happy with my speech. And Peveril was very happy with my speech. So now we'll get to the end of the month. We'll look at the finances. All right, Mark Smart told us right after the show, Lucy Stone McFly is a star in the making. The kid could make us some serious money in the future. And honestly, Mark Smart, I completely agree. I think we need to strap a rocket on her. The other thing I wanted to look at real quick is backstage. Bradford Peveril is loyal to Kurt Glory. Yes. That is awesome to see. O'Faraday, Idol, Atherton are our negative influences up here. All mild, so not anything to worry about. Yeah, we got some cool stuff going on, though, with the loyalties. So it would be cool to get Remy Sky and Bull Wrecker loyal to us as well, though. And then finances, we spent more than usual, about 700 more-ish. So, that's okay. Show costs were a little bit more. We sold a little bit more merchandise, though. And we did sell more ticket sales. So hopefully the sponsorship goes well. We'll see by the end of the month. But yeah, I'm liking what I see so far. We'll see the finances at the end of the month. So, okay. So got some emails. We finished last again out of 4. So that's a bummer. Was hoping we'd do well. Obviously, our main event didn't help us. Curly changed body type from toned to ripped. Jamie is back, so he will be able to finally make his debut. Nothing else there. Air Raid Siren apparently is no longer in a relationship. All right, so we were going to check our finances. We made some money. Made a lot, actually, 2,000. So didn't make quite as much of a profit as the previous month. In fact, we are losing month after month that profit. So we're still making money, but we're losing that gap. So that's something I might need to consider. Now, we made more from sponsors, we made more from ticket sales. So this instance is because of our worker costs being higher. But that should plateau now. We should be okay there. Backstage, nothing new, just like what we already looked at. Size, we are now up to 18. Medical, LA Star 1 is out for a whole nother month and a half. Let's look at the creative side. LaRue is our top person. Rich and Famous, and then Swag. So those are our top stars. We got 2 tag teams and a women's wrestler as our top stars, our franchise players. Next big things, Mutant, Gary the Entertainer. Our hot prospects, Lucy Stone McFly at the top there. Our talkers here, Kurt Glory at the bottom there. Like to see that. Our showstoppers. Okay. Our ring generals. So these are our people who can put on good matches with pretty much everybody. Might have to book myself Kurt Glory versus O'Faraday at some point. That's looking good. These are the wrestlers on a hot streak. This is who's not. Stevie Grayson just won a match in the pre-show. But yeah, anyways. And then Hidden Gems. Nothing new here. What's Justice look like here? Not a lot of good skills. Some star quality, some menace, consistency, safety are good. But nothing really. Yeah, no interest in Justice Jolson at all. Just not good enough in the ring. Just would never work out. What about Phil Anders at 19 years old? Toned middleweight. Lively, creative dynamo. Okay, these are interesting, but not good in the ring. No experience. Maybe just average to above average in things. Safety's really bad. Stamina. Has good charisma. I'll shortlist him, but there's nothing happening here. The Nebraska stud, Phil Anders. Young wrestler from the Midwest part of the U.S., fairly nondescript in terms of his in-ring abilities, where his potential future success lies is in his character work. He's clearly a natural actor who can play a smug, self-absorbed heel perfectly. If he leans into that and finds a promoter who is willing to get behind it, he could turn into a really useful member of someone's roster. Yeah, not seeing it yet. So I do want to look at him. The man, the myth, the legend, Rafe Sachet, is a young wrestler from Colorado who is not short of self-confidence. Apparently completely certain that he is destined to be a big star in the industry, Sachet always carries himself as if he has already achieved a huge amount. While that may get on some people's nerves, his bulletproof confidence actually makes most people sit up and take notice, and so makes him even more likely to succeed. His ring work is not great yet, although that will surely change once he has gained some experience. But his charisma and attitude are already big pros in his favor. Great charisma with 78, star quality 73, sex appeal 72, safety needs work. Just, yeah, not a lot of great stuff going on there. Obviously being a troublemaker is a problem, but yeah. So Sachet and Phil Anders, I mean, heck, they might be able to pair up as a tag team even. Again, I really every month I go through this and I look at Rafe Sachet and I'm like, I like that wrestler. Joffy Lane I think has some good skills too. Psychology's good. Actually, very good here. What's the value? 90 per show. That could work really well actually. Better as a babyface. So, yeah, that's an interesting one. Joffy Lane here. Some experience, can brawl. Toned middleweight. Maybe that works. Comedy wrestler, though. I don't like that so much. But, you know, Joffy the Jackhammer Lane could be a guy we go with. So, I'm definitely interested in those three. I'm definitely interested. But with trying to bring costs down a little bit, I got to think about that. So, yeah. Our next show is in one night. We are in March, so that's Wild and Wicked. So we got one show this month. Wild and Wicked. Perfect show for Wicked Lester, I would say. Wouldn't you? So there you have it. That was our show for this episode. Obviously, we tried something a little different. I knew Remy Sky versus Wicked Lester wasn't going to get an amazing rating, but it gave me another win for Remy Sky before Remy Sky has to worry about facing Bull Wrecker. It's another title defense, which is always good. It allowed me to use Wicked Lester a little bit, and now we're heading into what Wild and Wicked is the next show. So looking forward to giving Wicked Lester a chance on that show to do something. I've got something that for the last little bit since the last episode I've been thinking about doing there. So we might go with that idea. We also have Kurt Glory feuding with the brand. I need to fill out the brand, add some workers to that. We still have, again, the Chosen doing their thing. LA Stars are still not back yet. So Rich and Famous still have the titles. Who will they defend their tag team titles against at this next show? I don't know yet. A lot of questions are up in the air. We've got Foxy LaRue who beat Lucy Stone McFly. Maybe we now have LaRue versus Joanna Silver at Wicked and Wild, or Wild and Wicked, for the women's title. Maybe we now go with the Lucy Stone McFly versus Darkness Cat versus Bizarro in the three-way match that we were planning on doing. I think that would actually be a really good match for her. Bradford Peveril, he's coming off of 2 losses in a row. Probably need to find a way for him to win. Charlie Corner beat Original Sinner, but that was because of because Original Sinner got himself disqualified using a chair. So where do we go there? Does Charlie Corner have to face Original Sinner again? What do we do there? Obviously, he wanted that match. Original Sinner didn't care about winning. Is this going to lead to something bigger for the internet title? I don't know yet. They had a very poor rating that makes me hesitant to run that back. But maybe we do something different or get them involved in a different way. So if you have questions or ideas, please comment below. Anything you're liking, anything you want to see done differently. What personality type should I be looking to mesh when creating positive meddling and positive relationships? Would love to hear about that. Obviously, we've got a lot of fun shows in store for you guys still to come. And I hope you're enjoying it as much as me. I love this. I look forward to doing this very often. I wish I could do more of this and just dedicate more time because I am loving this save. So with that, guys, thank you guys for watching. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and we will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.